Hello and welcome to Balance Tonic. We will be exploring and having fun with Half Moon Ardha Chandrasana. This is a pose that teaches coordination as we use opposing forces in order to find that suspended in air feeling that we usually get once we find the sweet spot in our balances. We've done this pose before in class and you did a great job. So remember, always do what you can. Today's class, we're going to explore some varieties, some modifications, and options. We'll get started off in Sukhasana, coming to a seated cross-legged position. Begin to circle out the shoulders, drawing them up towards your ears, down, back, and away. If it's okay with your neck, try drawing a vertical line with your nose, looking up towards the sky, and exhaling, tucking the chin in towards the chest as you circle your shoulders. When you're ready, reverse the direction that you take your shoulders in. Circle the other way. Extending your right arm straight out to the side of you, pitching the fingertips into the mat. Lift the left arm up towards the ceiling and over towards the right side of the room. Pin down through the left sits bone. Maybe you allow the arm to wave like a tree branch in the wind. On your next inhale, rise up through the left fingertips, lower the left hand down by your side, and circle the shoulders, drawing them up towards the ears and down and away. Extending the left hand far out to the side of you, pinning down through the right hip as you reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, stretch your right fingertips over to the left side of the room, keeping this posture fluid if that feels good to you. Inhale, rise up, reach up through the right hand, and exhale, lower your right hand by your side. Interlace your hands to the front of your heart and press out through your palms. Inhale, reach the palms up towards the sky. Exhale, dip to the right. Inhale, palms to the ceiling. Exhale, dip to the left. One more time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, take it to the right. Stretch through the side body. Inhale, up. Exhale to the left. And now let's circle it out. Begin to lower the palms forward, down to the right, and then back up. Exhale to the left, down, forward, take it to the right. You're drawing a circle through the torso, palms up. We'll switch sides. Begin to lower to the right, circle it out. Bring the palms out in front of you. Stay low if you can, and all the way up. One more time, draw that big circle. Wherever you are, lowering the hands down by your side. Take a hold of your strap, moving into our hamstring stretch. Extend the left leg straight out in front of you and bring the sole of your right foot to the inside of the left thigh. You might support underneath the right knee with a block or a bolster or a pillow. Hooking your strap to the sole of the left foot. Draw up through the crown of the head, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lead with your heart. Walk your hands as far up the strap as you can, finding your edge. As you settle into your edge, you might be invited to go a bit beyond it, allowing your hamstrings to release a little bit further. If it's available to you, try rooting through the tailbone towards the back wall in order to support your low back. We're here for 2 more slow breaths. As you begin to release, walk your hands back in towards the upper body. You can remove your strap. Extend the right leg out. Give the legs a little shake, or maybe you windshield wiper the feet back and forth. Switching sides, bring the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Hook your strap to the sole of the right foot. Breathe up through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, lead forward through the heart, folding over your straight leg. Two more breaths from here. Begin to release, walking the hands in towards the upper body, releasing your strap, extending the left leg out in front of you. Moving into butterfly, bring the soles of your feet together. Draw the heels closely in towards the groin and allow the knees to flare out to the side. Taking the left hand slightly behind you, use your right hand and press down into the right thigh. If it's available, try looking up towards the ceiling over the right shoulder. Find your breath. And release. Left hand comes forward, right hand lets go of the thigh. We'll switch sides. So take your right hand slightly behind you for balance. Left hand gently pressing into the left inner thigh. And as you press down towards the ground, looking up over the left shoulder. On your next exhale, release both hands out in front of you and bring the inner knees together, coming into a twisting ball of yarn. Wrap the right arm in front of your shins. Take the left hand behind you. Rise up through the spine as you twist to the left. Think about twisting from your waist to your rib cage, out through the collarbones. Moving gracefully to the other side, wrap the left forearm in front of your shins, stretch the right hand behind you, inhale tall through the spine, and exhale, press back through the right shoulder. Using your exhale to unwind the body, let's come to a standing position. So come standing on your mat with your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Now you'll be able to feel into this to find your comfort zone. So don't get too attached to alignment. Tee the arms out to the side, palms facing down. Exhale to lower the right fingertips down the right leg. Lift the left arm up towards the sky. Take a breath. Good. Inhale, rise up, arms tee out to the side. Exhale, left hand trails down the left side of your leg. Right arm reaching up towards the sky. Take a breath. Now allow your body to move between two panes of glass here. Inhale, rise up, arms out to the side. Exhale, right hand slides down the right side of your leg. Left arm reaching up. One more time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, left hand down the left side of your leg. Right arm reaching up. Now we'll take it into single breath movements. So inhale, rise up, tee the arms out to the side, and exhale, right hand slides down the right leg, left arm reaching up. Inhale, up, arms out. Exhale, left hand slides down, right hand reaches up. Inhaling up. Exhale, right hand down, left hand up. Bring it up. Left hand down, use your exhale, right hand up. And one more time, exhaling as the right hand slides down the left leg. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release your hands by your side and toe heel the feet in together. Now practicing our triangle, step your feet a little wider than hip distance apart. Take your right toes and point them towards the front of the mat. Your left foot pivots in about a 45-degree angle, pivoting from the heel. You'll find a nice line from the front heel towards the inner arch of your back foot. Again, think of that metaphor of working between two panes of glass in your body, or two planes. Extend the arms out to the side. Pull your right femur into the hip socket as you bump your left hip back. This is a way to stack the hips, so drawing front hip in, back hip pressing back. Arms out to the sides, adjust your hips. Begin to lower your right hand onto your thigh as you lift the left arm up towards the sky. And you might take your right hand a little bit lower towards the shin or maybe onto a block. Maybe you bring your right hand all the way down to the ground, either to the inside or the outside of your front foot. Front kneecap faces forward. Draw your shoulder blades down your back towards the midline of your body. You're rotating from your core, lifting the chest towards the ceiling, and if it's available, you might look up towards your top hand. Bring your left hand to your left hip and slowly begin to rise up, stacking your shoulders over your hips, pointing the toes forward, taking it to the other side. Left toes point towards the front of the mat. Right foot pivots in about 45 degrees. Find the line, front heel, to the inner arch of your back foot. Both legs are straight. Left kneecap pointed forward, draw the left hip in, bump the right hip to the back of your mat. Arms out to the side, adjusting your hips. Begin to lower the left hand down towards the left thigh, right arm stretching up towards the ceiling. If it feels okay in your body, try allowing the left hand to travel a little closer towards the shin, towards the block, or to the inside or the outside of your left leg, all the way to the mat. Ideally, your top shoulder is stacking over the bottom shoulder. In the meantime, keep pulling back through your rear hip. Lower your right hand to your right hip. Use your core, slide the left hand up, pivot the toes towards the front of the mat, and toe heel or step the feet back together. Moving into our first version of half moon. So grab a chair or use the edge of your couch, or maybe you have a small bench. Separate your feet a little wider than hip distance apart. Make sure that your bench or your chair is a good distance away from your front foot. Right toes point to the front of the mat. Back foot pivots in 45 degrees. Stack your hips and find your triangle. Right arm slides down the right leg, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Now a modification here would be to keep the left hand to your left hip. Looking down at your chair, bend into the right knee. Bring your right hand to the chair, and as you press firmly into the right hand and foot, straighten your right leg while lifting the left leg. Left hip stacking directly above the right hip. Left leg parallel to the floor, or maybe a little higher than the hips. Make sure that you're reaching actively through your left heel, toes pointed forward. And when you're ready, releasing by lowering the back foot. Just make sure to practice this on the other side. So widen your legs, pivot your left toes towards the chair. Left hip draws in, right hip bumping out. I'm showing you what this looks like from behind, so pardon my back. Find your triangle as you allow the left hand to trail down left leg, maybe keeping your right hand to your hip or up towards the ceiling. Left hand reaches for the chair as you bend into left knee, grounding into the front foot and hand as you lift your back leg parallel to the floor. Straighten the left leg, but don't lock into the knee. Those two opposing energies we talked about. You're rooting down into the earth through your standing foot, and you're lifting and extending out through your raised leg. When you're ready, releasing from your half moon, bring your back foot down. We're taking this to the wall. So let's try half moon using the wall for support. Have a bolster or a pillow or something out in front of you that you will reach towards. Bring your backside up against the wall. Your heels are almost touching the wall. Point your left toes towards the bolster or pillow. Draw the left hip in, right hip out. Find your triangle shape, maybe reaching the right hand up or keeping the right hand to your right hip. Look down at your bolster, your pillow, bend into the left knee, reach the left fingertips for your bolster, and as you begin to straighten the left leg, lift your right leg up. If you struggle with lifting the back leg parallel to the ground, then you can try hopping your back foot a little bit closer towards the front foot, and then lift the leg from that position. Allow your body to lean back into the wall. That's why we're using the wall here, for support. This is giving us an opportunity to really open up through the chest without the fear of falling over. When you're ready, lower the right foot down to the mat. Rise up through the upper body. You can still use the wall for support. And bring the feet back together. You did a great job. If you're feeling adventurous and you'd like to keep going, try using blocks for your half moon. So bringing blocks to the front of your mat, I've stacked 2 together. You might just use 1. Make sure that they feel nice and solid so that when you lean into them, they don't feel like they're about to topple over. Separate your legs a bit wider than hip distance apart. Point the right toes to the front of the mat. Pivot your back foot in. Stack the hips. Create your triangle legs. Right hand sliding down the right leg, left arm reaching up, or left hand can hold on to left hip. Looking at your blocks, bend into your right knee. As you begin to straighten the right leg lifts. You're balancing the right hand into the blocks and the right foot firmly into the mat. Press out through the left heel, flex your toes, and rotate from your core, opening chest to sky. If it's available to you, try looking up at your top hand. When you're ready, release from your half moon. Great job. Make your way down to the mat. Come forward onto the hands and the knees, stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over the knees. Work through a few cat-cows in order to release all of that pent-up energy. Allow your next exhale to invite your body back into child's pose. Press the hips towards the heels, crawl the fingertips to the front of the mat. Allow the forehead to rest to the ground and press the belly towards your thighs. Inhale to roll the body forward into tabletop. Shift to one hip or the other. Extend both feet out in front of you to the front of the mat. And slowly, gently make your way onto your back. Keep the knees bent and tee the arms out to the side. Shift your hips to the right a little bit and lower your knees to the left side of the mat. Try to keep both shoulders pinning evenly to the mat. And if it's okay with your neck, you might tilt your chin towards the left shoulder. Exhale as you bring the knees back up. Shift your hips over to the left side of the mat and lower both knees to the right. Unwind the body on your exhale and draw both knees in towards your chest. Maybe you rock the body a little bit to the left and to the right. Lowering the feet to the ground, bring the soles of the feet together and allow your knees to open towards the outer edges of your mat. Reclined butterfly. Stay here as long as you need or come into your Shavasana. And thank you so much for joining me for this wacky, wild balance tonic. I know you worked very hard today, and I appreciate it.